Alright, so I'm gonna rank the warframes right now. I'm gonna start. Oh, it's already in alphabetical order for me, so that's good. That's good. All right. So the whole premise of this was suggested by a friend, Dat Bear. I'm gonna send it to him. He'll see it because he wanted to see this video anyways. And then I'm gonna explain the tier list. The top of the tier list is low investment, high output, meaning you don't have to invest so much into the frame. Like you don't need helmet or anything else like that to make the frame good for most of the game. And yeah, then there's low investment, serviceable. Serviceable meaning still good, just not as good obviously as this. Like low investment, high output is like, oh, I don't need anything extra at all. This is like, oh, maybe I might need like a helmet ability or anything else like that. Medium, same thing, just lower, and so on and so forth till we get to the bottom. This is high investment, which this tier list is gonna be weird because like a lot of good frames will be here. A lot of good, like a lot of really good frames, like in-game frames, will be here, and that'll look weird, but it'll make sense when I show you how this works. So we're going to start with Ash. He's the first warframe we're going to go ahead and start with. Ash, as a frame, let's say you're new or mid-game, more than likely you're not going to have Ash. Most people don't play Railjack, but if for whatever reason you do, then I would say Ash overall. Like you can pick him up and have fun with him. He's not hard necessarily to understand. You have your extended bleed procs. You have armor strip with his augment, stuff like that. Which I guess I don't know if augments would count for investment because like realistically all you have to do is like it's like 20 plat. Like even if you're like early or mid game, like it's not 20 plat. It's like 10 realistically. Especially for Ash, yeah, nah, it shouldn't be hard to get his augments. But and most people go like Red Veil or Steel Meridian anyway, so you should be fine getting his stuff. Or I think he's just Red Veil and Arbors actually, but yeah. Regardless, more than likely you have his augments. I'd say he's medium investment with medium output because if you don't have to invest that much into him really for him to be like a in-game frame, mainly for like disruption though, because all you really have to, or I think he's good for Cascade also, Void Cascade, but you're not looking at that and like mid game, early game, you're not looking at that. And if you do get Ash like early game for whatever reason, I don't know, he's a decent option. He's cool. You just wouldn't have all the tools needed to, make him crazy. Atlas. Damn. Let me. One second. Let me add it. Let me add a tier real quick. I'm tripping. Let me add a tier. How do I make a new tier? I've never used this before, so I don't know. But give me a second. Okay. Yeah. Let me. Alright. This tier will be called... Actually... Yeah. I invest muted. Hold up. I've been talking for the last... I've been yapping, bro. How long was I muted? I've been yapping. Nah. I'm actually mad about that. That's crazy. How long was it no sound? Oh, for 1 minute? Okay. I'll just speedrun back what I was saying. Okay, you heard what I said about Atlas, right? Like, don't use him. Like Atlas, just don't use too much investment for really honestly too little. And then Banshee, I put her here because oh, that's crazy. Okay, Atlas, one ability that you're actually using, and that's with a stat stick, that's with shards, that's with a lot of other things that you need to even make him good. And don't get me wrong, he does great damage, but like you have other options. Like you have so many other options. Like you have so many other options that are just better. But yeah, Banshee, she's high investment, high output. She needs a lot, kind of. Like she definitely will need a helmet ability. For her four. Her four is useless, so that's a free helmet slot. Um, you're gonna need to invest like a good amount of forma into her for sure for her builds to be. Well, I mean, you could do like 2, 3 forma honestly, but like even then, if you're like early mid, you're not gonna have that much forma just for like one frame to use, right? So that's why I'm saying she's high investment, high output for a newer player, basically. Let's go to Barook. Barook, high investment, high output. Kind of the same reason as Banshee, except he's crazy. Like Barook is insane. But he does need a lot of investment. He's like a 6. No, he's like a 12 form on Warframe realistically because he has his melee, that is his fourth ability, that is crazy. Like it just kills everything regardless. And that alone needs like 6 forma to get the right build for and all that. So you're as a new or like medium mid game player, I'm not gonna say avoid Barook because he has other builds. He has other builds. He's not just his 4, but he's high investment for sure. Like I would not. Caliban. High investment, but don't use him. Like I promise you, he's just I don't know. He like when he came out initially, he would have been like here. When he initially came out, he would have been here. But there's other options nowadays for armor strip that are better options even. And yeah, and his shield gate isn't that good. Like it's all right, but we have other options nowadays. Like it's just not. He's not all that. Chroma. High investment, low output. He's only good for one farm in the entire game, and that's the credit farm, where he doubles credits. So if you want a credit farmer in your mid game, and you will. Oh yeah, they just changed Fortuna. So if you're a new or a mid game player, I recommend maxing out Fortuna as fast as possible, because then you can just farm credits, and it's really good. Ember, put her here, or I don't know. I'll go here for now. She needs buffs. She's like, dang. She's okay. It's just her 2 shouldn't drain energy, and most mid and like beginning game players aren't gonna be able to like sustain energy with her. So there's no reason, in my opinion, to grab her. Like obviously grab her from mastery because she's an early. She's like Saturn. She's pretty early to get, so get it from mastery and all that. But I'm saying like don't invest like a crazy build into her or whatever, because it's not worth it. Not early at least. Equinox. I'd say medium investment. You can. She's okay. Look, if you want to farm Equinox, do not farm for her normal version because you're farming 2 warframes. There's no reason to ever do that. That's just too much time. Well, I mean, like mastery, but still, like her prime is easier to get, if I'm being honest. So yeah, and her night form is all about like being passive and helping your teammates, while the day form is more about nuking and power strength. She is able to put enemies to sleep in night form. Also, she gives the entire squad overshield in night form, and she has a slowing aura that slows her enemies around her. Then day form has an aura that boosts power strength, has ability that speeds up enemies but makes them more vulnerable to damage, and also Dayform's 4 builds up damage, which is slash damage, by the way. So it's not that good against armor, but if you can take away armor, which is where the investment comes in, Terrify as a armor strip, or just any armor strip you want, I guess. And then you can store damage and just kill enemies in the vicinity of you. Then we have Excalibur. For Excalibur, he's one of the starter frames. You can get him off rip if you choose him, right? Um, I'd say from an investment standpoint, like, you don't need to put too much into him, and he can take you through most of the game. Like, he can take you through most of the game. You don't need to put much into him at all. Like, early game mods are just fine enough for him, if anything, and you can make him work. You can take him and upgrade him as you go. He's that type of frame. So yeah, that's the first low investment of the list. Which, remember, these tiers are not like good, like bad to good or anything like that. It's just how much investment it takes to make the frame work for you at a certain level. Um, Excalibur has a slash dash, which is technically movement, and it also slashes through enemies. That's his 1. His 2 is a blind. His 3 is a ability where he slams a sword into the ground, and swords appear out of the ground and attack enemies in your vicinity. And his 4 is his exalted blade, that he makes a sword out of thin air and starts slicing people. Yeah. Frost. Frost is... He has some builds, but I think I'm gonna put him here, honestly. Like, he has some builds. There are some builds you can use with him. There's the Thermal Sunder build, but that's that's a high investment build. Same with same with his Ensnare build. It's like, if you like Frost, right, you can use him. It's that he's not like, I'll put him here actually. I wouldn't say you can't use him, right? That's why I'm putting him here. You can use him if you want to. He can help you with early defense and excavation missions, to get credits and cryotic and all that type of stuff. But then there's this one right here, Gara, who does Frost's job, but with like no effort put in. Just press 4 and job's done. She makes a dome that freezes enemies that walk in, or it crystallizes them because they're glass, because she's the glass warframe. And her 2 gives her up to 90% damage reduction, and it also builds up damage around her that can just kill enemies, like whenever she walks into them. But yeah, that's like the main thing you need to know about her. Let's go here. Garuda. I'm about to wait till the ads are over, but I'm gonna keep talking, I guess, because I'm recording. Oh wait, never mind. Let me just snooze the ad. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm about to keep yapping. Hold on. All right. Garuda, she's a farm from Fortuna. I don't. This is a hard one. Actually, no, it's not. She's really good. Garuda's extremely good, but she's high investment. Like, she's high investment. You're gonna spend too many resources trying to get her where she needs to be, basically. Gauss, he is... I would put him here. You don't need too much investment into him. You can make like a pretty normal build for him. You don't need Helminth for Gauss. All his abilities work together pretty much perfectly. So you don't need much investment, and he has a high output. He's really good. Grendel. He got buffed, and he. I don't know if you would. Hold on. He's good. He's really good. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I'll just put him here. He's really good. Like you don't need too much investment for Grendel to make him work. Um, Especially after his rework. So, um, she's not what she was when she dropped initially. Jair is high investment, not the best output. She can do a lot. Don't get me wrong, but she's high investment for sure. Uh, and she just isn't as good as she was when she initially dropped. So that's why I'm putting her here. Otherwise I would put her in high investment, high output. Haro. I think here. I think here is good. Medium investment, medium output. He has abilities that'll make you think he's a team player, but he isn't. Like he's more of a like self buffer type of frame, which isn't bad. That doesn't make you worse or better. It's just I don't know. I feel like you don't need to invest too much into him to make him work. He works pretty fine. You don't necessarily need Helminth on him. Helminth does make him better though, depending on whatever you use. Then there's also his 4 gives you damage. Like you don't take any damage at all, and then you also get like a critical buff from that on everything. And then there's he makes energy for himself too with his 3. Yeah, it's 3. His 2 takes his shields, but it gives him other buffs, and his 1 gives him shields, freezes enemies, and gives him overshield. So he's really good. You high investment, low output. Her Helminth is better on every frame other than her. Her 4 is really bad for exalted weapons. Her 1 is her exalted weapon basically, so it's not that good. And her 3 is pretty good, but high investment, low output. Then there's Hydroid. Hydroid is insane, but I would put him in high investment. If you want to make Hydroid like crazy, well, actually, hold on. You don't necessarily need to invest that much into him. Actually, like his kit is fine the way it is. So, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, he could be the first low investment, high output because you get Hydroid on Earth. You have to be MR5 to do that though, and it's a boss on Earth. And I guess if you do the boss and you get Hydroid, like he should be fine. Honestly, if you're early or mid game, he should be fine working with. Um, yeah, no. I gotta make another new tier. Hold on. I need another new tier. Hold on. I'll make a whole new tier real quick. Give me a second. Make that shit. Sus call out. I'm not playing scrims, bro. Hello? That's crazy. Do it, but sus. Nah. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna name this tier Anaros and Anaros adjacent. He's horrible. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a bag of health. He gets killed by everything. Yeah. I don't know. Look, you can use him in Star Chart, but the second you hit Steel Path, bro, dump him. Please. Don't ever use him. What's up, Evade? How you doing? Let's see here. Good to hear you're doing well, Vid. Avara, she's high investment, high output. If you invest into Avara, she can be extremely good. She has so many like potential good builds and helmet setups, so she goes here. Korra, yeah, she's high investment, high output. You need a stat stick with her. You need a couple of things. You just farm orbs with the homie and bro snapped on me for messing up once. That's how LFG is, man. Lavos. Probably here, honestly. He's okay. He went after what I did for a living. What? Limbo here. He can be good. I've seen some of the players do good things with Limbo, so he's here. I would recommend him, but he's there. Yeah. Loki's just not what Loki used to be. Main thing Loki has is just invis. But yeah. No, that's crazy evade, yo. That's insane. Mag is gonna be our second low investment, high output. If you want a good starter that isn't Excalibur, for if you don't like Excalibur, right, and you want a good starter, go with Mag. Mag is extremely good. She's crazy actually. Like same thing I said with like Excalibur, she'll get better over the course of the game naturally as you like get better mods and resources. But like she's just better than Excalibur. Like it's just what it is. Mesa. She's high investment. You can use her on Star Chart just fine. She also has her 95% projectile damage reduction, which means like anything shot at you is 95% DR. And then she also has shooting gallery, which is the best crowd control in the game, where enemy guns just jam. And you get damage boost off of that too. So Mace is extremely good. You can use her, but she's also high investment if you want to see like crazy stuff from her. Mirage here. She's also high investment, high output. She is one of the better weapon platforms in the entire game. Weapon platform meaning, oh, I can just take a weapon and just make it broken because I'm Mirage, basically. And then let's see here, Necros. This is gonna be, yeah, I'll put him here. You can get Necros early on Deimos, from one of the bosses, and Necros is the earliest loot frame you can get, so you're gonna want him for sure, and you don't necessarily need to invest too much into him once you get him, especially if you're on Star Chart or you're mid game. You don't need to invest too much into him. He, like I said with Mag and Excalibur, will get better over time. So that's why I'm putting him in low investment. I was considering high investment because late game builds, but that's different. Neza. Medium investment, high output. You get Neza from the clan dojo, and he's really good. Like really good. Like he's basically Rhino's big brother at this point. Yo, what's good, Nixon? How you doing? Neza is medium investment, high output. You're gonna want him. He's better than Rhino in a lot of ways. Yeah. Nidus. Let's see here. High investment, medium output. He's just falling off over time because of the content in the game, basically. He's good though. Like if you're on Star Chart, he's really good. He'll take you through. Just by his first ability alone, deadass. Like, you get through Star Chart. Okay, this is my favorite frame of the game as of right now. Nova. Nova. Once you get her, on Europa, same thing I said with Mag. Same thing I said with Excalibur and Necros. You get this frame that takes you through the entire game. Great frame. She has crowd control, movement, uh, DR. It's only for health, but like health is fine for Star Chart. You're chilling. And then her 2 is a AoE damage ability. She's really good, and she only gets better the later in the game you get, and the more you have available to you. So definitely pick her up if you can. Nyx, I think she comes from forward, which is the, what's it called? Let me look in game. I have it pulled up. Let me just look. It's when, let's see here. Not syndicate. It's in invasions. Whenever there's an invasion and you can fight the forward boss, that's where you get Nyx. Nyx is also really good. I like Nyx a lot. She's good crowd control and stuff, so that'll help you out a lot in like early and mid game. I'd say medium investment, medium output. Honestly, she does need like a buff at some point or a rework, not a full rework, but just a little buff. But yeah, she's really good. I recommend her too. If you want to do the invasions, which the invasions are good for resources, so I would do that if I'm mid or early game. Oberon has fallen off. I'm gonna put him. Wait, I think my tiers are wrong. Hold on. This should be under here. Actually, no, that's fine. Is that fine? Hold on. I messed on my tiers. Give me a second. Nyx could seriously, yeah. All she would need is her 1 and her 4 potentially changed a little bit, and she'd be really good. Like if her 1 was like anything for like survivability, I don't know, that'd be great. But Oberon, I'm gonna put him. I don't know. I guess here, yeah, because he really fell off. He needs a serious rework. Like he needs a Hydroid level rework to be like worth using for real. If I'm being honest. In fact, yeah, I'm putting him here. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no reason to use him. There's just no reason to use him right now. Like there's niche uses I guess you can find for him, but you're gonna see there's some frames in this list that are him but better in every way, shape, and form. So Octavia, she doesn't need too much investment actually. So yeah, you can kind of pick her up and go. Like all you really need for her is just some range, some duration, especially if you're on a star chart. You don't need shrink for her till you get to like steel path, if anything. But yeah, she's annoying to farm. I'll tell you that right now. But hey, that's just what it is. Um, but if you do get her and you're like mid game or something, she's worth using. Protea. Protea is one of the best frames in the game, just flat out, and her kit is crazy. The only thing you can do is like later on you replace her with something of your choice, but yeah, she doesn't need too much investment, and she's just crazy. Like she's crazy, but she is annoying to farm. I'll say that right now. Well, not that annoying, I guess. Like you just go into resource and you just go into the Granum Void on Corpus tile sets, and that's how you farm her. Revenant. Technically, he's low investment, cause all you would need to do, like dead ass, is just put intensify on him. Like if you get him early or mid game for whatever reason, you just put like just strength mods, and you pop mesmer scan and boom, you can't die. So low investment, high output. He's one of the best frames in the game for a reason. He literally can't die, and he only gets better as time goes on. So, Rhino, we're gonna put you here. He's an early game frame. You get him from Venus. A lot of people recommend him for early game. I don't personally recommend him. I think it depends on like what you like for your frames. I like the more glass cannon-y frames, so that's probably why I don't like Rhino. But yeah, he's like Diet Revenant and Diet Neza, basically. So yeah. Saryn, okay. Damn. Let me make another new tier real quick. Hold on. I gotta do that real quick. Hold up. Make a new color. Do this. Oh no, you can't see that. Hold on. You cannot see that writing. That is crazy. Okay. Saryn. I want to say she's the best damage platform in the entire game by far. Like, there's reasons not to use her for damage platform, because there's other frames for like niche cases for damage, but Saryn just got it. She just got it. Like, she makes everything better. She is one of the best frames in the game, easily. Probably, I don't know, man. She's crazy right now. Regardless of like how many times they nerf her and all that, like she's just crazy. Sevagoth, high investment, medium output. He's good. He's not crazy, but he's good. I don't. If you farm him, he's worth using. It's just. Actually, hold on. Let me put him. He's not that much investment. You have to put that much into him. Titania. Nah, exactly. I'm waiting for this ad break to end on Twitch real quick. Sorry about that. If you're watching on YouTube when this goes up, I will probably edit this intermission out though, so I don't have to worry about it. But let's see here. Yeah. She's received Saryn received so many nerfs, but she's like insane regardless of those nerfs. Like she doesn't care. They like even DE have literally stated like they don't want to like try to nerf Saryn again. That's how crazy she is. So that's why she gets her own tier. That's the reason she gets that. Let's see here. Titania is. I'm putting her in high investment, high output. She is extremely good. For a lot of things, honestly, like any mission you need to go fast, she's probably the best frame for it. I'm not gonna lie. And then you do kind of need high investment for her though. That's the only thing. But you can use her early. It's just you would need a way to sustain energy, and I guess I'm putting that under high output because I don't really expect early or mid game players to be able to sustain energy like on draining abilities, so I'm putting her in high output and investment, and that's the reason why. Trinity, high investment, medium output. She's still miles better than Oberon, even though she isn't used anywhere near as much, and she's not even top 2 best supports in the game. But she's still, she's good though. You can make some really good builds for her. It's just you have to invest a lot into her nowadays to make her good. You same thing. Valkyr mainly if you use her using her for 4 and her 2 with the augment to make her attack really fast. And Baroo is just better. That's that's all I'm gonna say. She also needs like a fucking she needs a crazy buff because I don't know. It's just not looking good for Valkyrie right now. Vauban. So say hi to I want to be Protea. That's what I'm gonna call him. He wants to be Protea. Uh, basically, he has a lot of similarities to Protea. He has a bunch of like gadgets and tools to use, and yeah, like he has good crowd control. He has an orb that scales technically to level cap, but you need to invest into him to make him that good. But I say mid output because he's not. You're not taking him everywhere. You know, you're taking him in certain places maybe if you like him, right? But then you're just arguing opinion and like what you personally like. So we're not doing that. We're just going by the criteria. So yeah, he's high investment, medium output. Volt. Okay, low investment, high output. I tie him with Mag depending on how you want to play. When you're starting the game, I started a free play account like a month or two ago on my PC, and I was speeding through the game like it was crazy. You don't need much for him. He's good. He's good. He's just really good. Volt can go do Eidolons. Volt can go do Profit Taker. Volt can speed through missions. Volt can do a lot of things. He has a lot of builds, a lot of versatility. I'd honestly argue he's probably the most versatile frame in the entire game. So I'm putting him here. I'm not giving him his own tier, but I'm putting him here. He's really good. Volt's worth it. Volt and Mag, in my opinion, are the best starters. It's just Excalibur doesn't have the versatility that these two do, so that's why I'm putting Excalibur here. But he's still good. Like he can still take you throughout the entire game. Like that's the thing about Warframe. Most of the frames, except for this one, he's trash. Okay, don't ever touch him. I promise you, you'll regret it. Can take you through the entire game. It's just it depends on your investment into them, basically. But yeah, Volt's an insane starter. Definitely worth picking up. Same with Mag. They're both worth picking up depending on how you want to play. Say that again. That was okay, Zeris. Crazy. Wisp. Alright, where are we putting Wisp? She's top 2 supports in the game. That's all I'm gonna say. Medium investment, high output. She does need some investment, and she gets way better with investment. So yeah. Literally Wisp. All you gotta do. Tap 1, put down your reservoirs. You know, get a bunch of buffs, and go from there. She's really good. Wukong, he is not as good as he used to be. I will put him. Yeah, I'll put him here. Medium investment, medium output. If you get Wukong, he's easy to get. He's in the Tenno dojo or whatever. Clan dojo. And you get him from there. He's not hard to get, like I said. He's still decent. He makes a quote of himself with his 1. He goes invulnerable for a few seconds with his 2, and then does damage equivalent to whatever he took, and gets armor off of that too. And then 3 is his cloud. That's the only reason I use him, honestly, for Ayatan sculptures every week. And then his 4 is a staff that's exalted. That's really bad. Don't ever use it. I promise you. It's not even that the staff itself is bad. It's just the stance. So, yeah. But he's still good. He's good. He'll be a good frame. Like if you get him early, like I recommend using him for sure. And then Zaku is definitely high investment, high output. If you invest into this frame, he is like, oh my gosh, he's crazy. Like he just shreds through any enemies basically. Like it's kind of wild. He's really good. Or it's really good. Yeah, Zaku's it. Um, yeah, Zaku armor strips. Um, takes enemy weapons and then uses them against them. Has a 75% dodge chance with his four, with their four, and their one is one of the best helmet abilities in the entire game. Yeah. Yoreli. I have not had a chance to use Yoreli. I've seen people use her. I've seen those thoughts on her lately and stuff, and she got buffed a lot, like a lot, by DE, like trying to make her better. So I'll say high investment, medium output. She has aqua blades that deal slash. She has an ability that traps enemies. She has her K drive ability, which I don't like it, but if you like it, it's cool. Um, yeah, she's pretty cool. Zephyr. Low investment, high output. If you're a new player and you go to the dojo, grab her, please, please, for the love of everything, grab her, because she's the easiest way to just go into steel path whenever you hit it, and just cheese it, because you just pop tornadoes and just kill everything. Like it's not. She's really good. Just get Zephyr, please. If you're new or or like a mid game player, you don't have Zephyr, just please get her. That's all I'm gonna say. Just get her. Styanax. I'll put him here. He's not as good as he used to be. You can cook with high investment, really good frame. Just not crazy. Really good, not crazy. So he's going here. Varuna. Oh my. Okay. High investment, high output. I love Varuna. I picked her up recently. She's one of my favorite frames in the game. I'm not gonna lie. She's crazy. For melee, like she's insane. She's a really good frame. But she's high investment for sure. Like you can't even realistically you can't farm her like effectively until you get Steel Path. So yeah. She's more of like a late game pick. Citrine. Now we're looking at potentially the best support in the game. Yeah, we're going here. She's another like frame that you would farm late game. So for that reason, she's high investment, high output, and she's also just high investment anyways, just for like the builds that she has and what she has access to. All right, Calervo. You can get Calervo like pretty much off rip, and he'll take you through the entire game. He's insane. He's top 3 melee frames in the game, and he's not 3. Um, he's insane. Like get Calervo. To Gath. High investment, high output. She's good. She has a way to just not die. She has a lot going for her, honestly. She can debuff enemies, and then she also has a 4 that is corrosive damage. And yeah, she's good. But she's also high investment, so. And she's another one of those like later game farms, so. And Corvex, he's the newest frame in the entire game. I'm putting him high investment, medium output. He's good, but he's nothing crazy. He's better. He's like the new Oberon, basically. Well, kind of, not really, because like they both do radiation damage, but he's more defensive oriented, while Oberon was more healing oriented. But Corvex is really good. Just it depends on like if you personally would like him and his playstyle, basically. So that's my tier list for investment. yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this puts into perspective like what frames to go for if you're early or mid game. That won't waste your time investment wise, because yeah, some of these frames they're really good, like they're crazy, but you don't want to waste time trying to make them good or crazy, right? So that's why I made this tier list. I hope you enjoyed that.